my name is Cassandra with Stitch Witch Creations. I have been really busy with the family schedule and everything. I haven't been able to record my weekly makes these past few weeks. So I'm going to show you what all I made in the past, I think it was 3 weeks since I last talked to you guys. I'll know when I make the thumbnail for sure. Um, so it's going to be a little bit longer video than I'd been doing. I might even debate on doing these less often than every week. We'll see how the summer goes. I'm still trying to figure out how to work the filming schedule into my everyday life schedule. Like I had planned on making TikToks for everybody and reels and taking pictures. I'll be honest, I have done none of that this time period to do all this. And I got to mark it tomorrow for me while I'm recording it. I don't know when I'm going to get this uploaded. So, without much further ado, let's get into what I've been working on. I do also have some items that aren't going to be at market tomorrow. They're going to be put aside for me for Creative Con, and you'll kind of understand why when you see them. So, without much further ado, let's get through this. All right. First, guys, I've been making a lot of witch hats because I had a lot of stuff outside of the house, and these are, I've done this pattern so many times, I don't even have to think about it. So I've got one slouchy witch hat, and this pattern is over here. It is by Entangled Fae. I absolutely love her two patterns. They really helped me polish out my own pattern, and I am going to be working on my own pattern a little bit more. I'll be talking more about pattern writing towards the end of this video. But this guy is absolutely gorgeous. It's got blues and purples going through it. You'll see on the smaller hat I'm about to show you, the colors really shine through. So normally when I make the bigger hats, I take a strand of acrylic yarn and a strand of cotton yarn and work them together. Well, I found in my yarn stash a Caring Blossom cake, and I think I want to say it's 55 for cotton, 45 acrylic, or it's 60/40. I can't remember. I'll put over here what the percentage is. But because it already had the acrylic in it, I decided to run it with black 100% cotton as well. And as per usual, I've got the black spiral going around it, and this also glows in the dark. I really love how crisp the brim turned out, especially after the pink glow in the dark hat not working out right. It was really nice to have a win again. I did somewhat fix that pink one. I think I had too much wire. I took about 3 inches out, and it's laying a lot better now. So now we're going on to my Sprite Caps pattern that is also by Entangled Fae, and I absolutely love them. I'm going to try my best to remember the yarns that I used. Like I said, I've been trying to work through my yarn stash, so I don't always remember all of the types of yarns I use. But this is the same yarn that I used in the other one, just where it's all that yarn. Like I said, you can really see those colors shine here as well. And I used a purple glow-in-the-dark yarn. I can't remember the brand of the glow-in-the-dark yarn I usually do. There's a few. What I need to do is compile a list of all my favorite yarns and talk about them on here and a whole separate other video. That would be so much easier, I think. But anyways, But this one is absolutely beautiful. Again, a Karen Blossom Cake. I'm really liking this yarn. I bought this yarn a few years ago on an impulse buy, and now I finally have a use for it, and I'm really, really happy. She's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And then this one is another Karen Blossom Cake. It's like these really deep, earthy tones. I wish I could remember the name of this. This was Rainbow something or another, and I can't remember the purple one. I'll look them up and put them right here also. But look, such beautiful earthy tones, and I used a brown glow in the dark on the brim. This just screams fall for some reason. I know we're getting into summer, but look at it. It's so pretty. And again, nice, crisp brim. So happy. And then my last witch hat that I made. This is Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Latte. I think the yarn's discontinued. It's yarn that I have had, oh God, since probably either right before I got out of the Navy or right after I got out of the Navy. Like I said, I have a lot of yarn. I'm trying to work my way through it. But I know this yarn is discontinued. But it's a bunch of browns. It was a striping cake, and I worked one where I took the strand from the center with the strand from the outside and worked them together. So you kind of got this really cool speckling effect. And again, I used brown glow in the dark on the brim. Other reason why things took me longer to post a video is because I am also currently working on a few patterns to have my own copy of, written down copy, but it's going to take me a while, so because it's taking more time than I thought. Like, I had the vision in my head, and now actually executing it, it's taking me forever. So there's my hats. Let me double check my book as to what's the next thing I want to show you, because I got them all mixed up in a bag, and I really, really want to be able to tell y'all the right patterns that I used. Okay. Now these are not done being shown in the order I got them finished. I just kind of worked on it and put it in the bag and went on about my day. Oh man, I still need to put clips on those. Good thing I'm checking this stuff. Okay, so this is I have it written down. Why am I trying to remember? Dee Dee's Bugling pattern, and I made two of them from it. I made the scorpion in this pretty blue scheme. I even went with solid blue eyes, because I felt like it would be really cool having a massive monochromatic moment. And it's also a sparkle yarn as well. And then I also made the little Luna moth out of there. And like I said, I can't remember all the yarns that I used. I know this is a newer yarn that I've been really liking. Over here, I can't remember its name, but I also used Premier Retro Velvet for the body, and just chenille for his little antennas. And I also used an acrylic for his little feetsies. And this guy is Marie, really? Thank you. sparkle velvet. It's a big twist. I got off of Marketplace. I can't remember what it was called. And then this is Posh. I can't remember what the colors are actually called. Um I'm not always the best at remembering. I just go by what it looks like, and I don't have half of my labels anymore. So, actually, I probably don't have three-quarters of my labels anymore. I've been crocheting for a while, and my yarn stash is extensive. Okay, next guy I've got are I've worked on a few fidgets. I will say that I know for a fact I'm missing two of these guys. Possibly three. So we'll go from there. So this guy is these are all done by Cable and Canvas. Love them for their fidgets. Amazing. But this guy is an itty bitty sunflower pop. I actually got it from her itty bitty garden bundle, but I'm showing the individual pattern as well. Then I've got two Steve the Strawberry pops. And again, they pop up and down. This guy I was going for the white strawberry where it's got the red seeds. I'm not 100% sure if it's giving the right impression, but I had to try it out and see how it goes, and we'll see how it goes this weekend. But the way I did the seeds on the body, because I'll be honest, I didn't feel like embroidering them all on. Is I took some velvet yarn and some acrylic yarn, worsted weight, you know, and ran them together. And that's how I got the seeds that way. And was that so pretty. I should have done one of these with my sparkly red yarn, velvet yarn. If I have time tonight, I might make one. We will see. We will see. And then this one also, I know I'm missing one because I made a blue one and a yellow one. I think I know where the yellow one is, but we'll see. Again, I'll take pictures and I'm planning on posting them on all social medias once I'm done recording. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, is all the media for it, and then I'm going to go back and edit and all that good stuff. But it's a little coffee cup, but it's a puppuccino. It's a little puppuccino. And I made them where they got kind of the basset ears. And it's so freaking cute. And he pops in and out. And I used Baby Bear, Just Chenille, and I think this is Just Chenille, or it's this yarn right here that I've been using for a little while too. And then my last fidget I've got is Larry the lobster, except for we are in Louisiana, so he identifies as a crawfish. This is Just Chenille from the Dollar Tree, and it's this lovely red speckly color, and he is absolutely adorable. You can twist him. These are by All From Jade, pattern right here, and I really was hesitant on making these guys. The first one of these I made was with hot pink yarn a few months ago, and after I got the hang of figuring out how to put the segments together, I really do enjoy them. The problem is these guys are a little time consuming. He's so floppy. I'm sorry, ADHD gremlin in my brain's taking over. But I love these patterns. They're great quiet fidgets. You get the same satisfaction almost as those slugs and caterpillars, but you don't have that plastic constantly going clack, 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 aggravating everybody else. our stimming should not interfere with other people's stimming. I am sorry. That is my personal opinion. I myself am ADHD. But I also understand that it can be very overstimulating to have like 100 stim toys going, all making their own individual noises. That's just me. And then the last one I've got of the definitely going to be at the market is done. I can never pronounce her name right, so I'm putting her name right here. And that's her is it 11 or is it 10 little cars? 10 little cars pattern. And I did her van. And I did glow in the dark headlights. I still haven't figured out how to make the wheels actually move. I've got a few ideas. I just haven't had time to check it. And I got glow in the dark headlights, and I went with blue. I am debating on maybe altering this pattern a bit to make a triple decker bus to be in purple for the night bus come Creative Con, but that's going to be done another day. Speaking of Creative Con, correction, not quite yet. I got to put these on clips when I'm done recording. But I've got 2 sunflower hair clips where I can braid them into the hair. So that's done. Now we're moving on to what I've made for Creative Con. I'm going to get all these guys out. We're going to start off with these guys. I've got, let's see if I can hold them all. 1, 2, 3, 4 different little aliens and UFOs. I made 2 of each color, so I'm going to have 1 tomorrow at Market of each color, and I'm putting the other 2 aside for Creative Con, so I can already have a little bit of backlog. But these are done in Big Twist Posh, Big Twist Sparkle Velour, that's what it was called. And this is the Lion Brand Glow Chenille. And I like that their little UFOs have sparkles. I love making their lights in glow in the dark. And these have been one of my favorites to make. I just, for whatever reason, don't get to making them. I follow the dopamine a little too much. And sometimes I just forget about different patterns that I really like. So these ones, like I said, I'm going to have 2 there tomorrow. And I'm going to have 2 put aside for Creative Con. I am planning for Creative Con to basically have like at least 1 alien in every color I have available to make an alien in, because I really like my aliens. And then this guy's also going to be put aside for Creative Con. This guy is the Weeboo's Little Invader Weeboo Space Invader by Meg Makes Crochet. All right, this next guy is the Crescent Moon Kitty. It's a little snuggler. My daughter and I have been working through Sailor Moon, the original series, and we have a black cat named Luna, so I felt it appropriate to make a little Luna snuggler. She's going to also be put aside for Creative Con. And then the last one I'm putting aside for Creative Con is Bubbles. So this pattern is Super Power Girls by Nerdy Knitter Design. So I am planning on having her sisters there. I used a variety of velvets. I am also hoping that if time permits, I can make her the next size up in um the high in the like posh or just chenille weight yarn. And I'm also debating on if I really have time doing it also in the blanket yarn. But again, it's going to depend on how time goes. Her hair I did with the worsted weight acrylic because I really wanted it to be stiff to hold the shape, which it seems to be doing pretty well. Her eyes, I do need to make her a little smile in a little bit. Or I might just leave it smileless. I don't have smiles on any of my other characters. But her eyes are made with a green cotton because I couldn't find the right shade of green in my regular and kawaii. The original pattern had felt eyes. I'm not a big fan of felt eyes. I'd rather do safety or crochet them myself, and I kind of did both here. And the rest of her body is all also velvet. I can't remember the brand of velvet. I have so much velvet yarn of so many variety brands. I can't list them all. I just know this is really it. I will say, I think next time when I make her sisters, I'm going to make her skirt a little bit longer. And she's really, really cute. Oh, and her belt's also done with acrylic yarn. And that is it. So let me go over the my upcoming events so that way I don't forget that. And then I want to talk about a few other things that I'm working on. Obviously, I have Huckleberry on the 14th, which may be either today or tomorrow for you guys. That is from 1 to 4. Then I have Magic and Moonlight next Saturday and June 21st. That is 5 to 9. That is at Fighting Hand Brewery. It is a 21 and up facility. Huckleberry Brewery, though, is they have a where food is served there, so it's family friendly. Um, then I have Magical Market as well at Fighting Hand Brewery on the 12th. And then I have Creative Con on August 30th. I can't remember the times for that one. It's on the poster. And then Beers Burgers Adult Nerd Night on November 29th. And that is also at Fighting Hand as well. So that's what I've got going on. I am working on various patterns right now. I'm working on writing down my possum pattern. I'm working on writing down my witch hat pattern, which I need to finagle a bit more because it's not quite where I want it at. Witch hat pattern. I am also working on a dragon hood. And I was that's oh, and I want to also start writing down what I do with my various chokers and go from there as well because I make a lot of chokers and each one's different. I could definitely write down the patterns so that way if other people would like to make them, they could. And who knows, maybe I can work out some of the kinks that I'll have with the constant frogging and unfrogging on it. This is like the best time of year for me to work on my chokers as well. Um, but I always feel like I don't know what to say at the end of these videos. So just stay safe, get to where you got to get to. You are loved, you are wanted. and everybody have a nice day.